Hello and welcome to my channel. I will continue with my perfect stranger theory and review. I will simply just put the plot according to the timeline for these two episodes. Chunga aka Bong Bong tea house owner is confirmed to be Lee Jun mother. Lee Jun Young is big Yoon Sup lover and Kyung A did knew about them the day before and started to be friends with both of them. Sune, with the help of Yoon Yoon, finally can claim her novel, The Small Door, instead of Miso put her name on the book. In this episode, we finally got to know the meaning of Dear Y, which is the initial name for Sune's future daughter. Yeon Woo found the matchbox that Yoon Yoon found near the lake in 2021 and started to feel suspicious toward Haejun. Miso went to the police station to frame on to her brother Guminsu. Haekyung finally confessed to Haejun that she and Misu witnessed Lee Jun-young's death, but only Misu saw the culprit face. Sune somehow was taken by the culprit and Boom-ryung called Haejun to tell him about the missing Sune. Yoon-young fetched his soup and went to Dongshik while Haejun immediately went to the forest where Sune was last found. Sune managed to escape, but it cost Boom-ryung life. Dongshik caught Haejun stare at Boom-ryung's body. From the plot above, we can rule out few people as the suspect. This is totally on my opinion based on the evidence given by the drama. First of all, we knew the culprit from Haekyung's story, and also after we got a glimpse of the culprit in episode 12, we can conclude that the culprit is indeed a man. So we could rule out Bombo tea house owner Chung-ah and also Miso and Haekyung as both were the witness for Lee Jun-young's murder. Lee Sune also been ruled out as she also became the victim. Sune's parents also will be ruled out as suspects since they obviously have a huge grief over the loss of their daughter Kyung-A. Now let's look at the male suspect instead. First, Baek Hee-suk. To me, Baek Hee-suk was 100% innocent as he is the green flag guy in this drama and also has alibi for the murders. First and second murder, he was with Sun-A, while when Sun-A got kidnapped, he was at home. Another Baek Dong-shik, also ruled out from my list of suspects. He also has an alibi during the murders. First and second murder, he slept in his house with his wife, while in the third murder, he was in the police station. Aside, he was the only detective or the police officer that's suspicious over Guminsu's arrest. He is indeed a green flag police. Next, Yoo Boom-ryung also already been ruled out as the suspect as he was killed at episode 12 by the serial killer. Dr. Yoon will also be ruled out as the suspect because he seems to be devastated over Haejun's death. However, I do believe he know about the time travel machine. That's why he told Haejun from the past to find his grandson's body. Plus, another reason that I don't believe he is the suspect is he was in the village like forever, so why now he start to kill other people? So now let's look at the potential suspect. First, Baek Yoon-suk. Again, I thought that we ruled him out before in episode 9 and 10. But there are so many people in the social media that put him on the list of suspects since he has the connection with the two victims. However, we already clear from Haejun that he was busy protesting on that night that took both Jun-young and Kyung-A life. For motive-wise also he didn't have. Like why killed Jun-young at Woo Jung-ri and left the note. Either it was accidental or intentional. Why left the note at the first place? It didn't make too much sense for me. It's only a real serial killer or psychopath that leaves notes like that. The culprit also wore a hat, but Yoon-suk had already in his possession and then Misuk took it before the murder. That's why I think that it didn't make sense to me for Yoon-suk to be the culprit. Unless Yoon-suk is the time traveler, then he could create alibi for himself while kill both women. In my opinion, the probability that Yoon-suk is the culprit is about 40%. Next suspect is Yeon Woo, aka Haejun's father. The reason why there is possibility that he is the culprit is first, Miso went to the cinema at the same time as Yeo Woo and Chung-ah went too. The question is why Miso went alone and Miss also stare at Yeon Woo direction during this scene. My guess is if Yeo Woo is the culprit, she actually followed him to watch his move. Next, Yoon's dream did not consist Haejun. I mean, if Yeon Woo got caught in this timeline, Haejun probably ceased to exist. Other suspicious thing is Chung-ah left him and Haejun after giving birth to Haejun. It quite contradicts with Chung-ah's character that she already had a name for their son. That's why I believe that Chung-ah left without her will. Either she is dead but nobody tell Haejun the truth, or she had no choice but to leave because of Yeo Woo. The fact that Dr. Yoon took charge of raising Haejun and sent Yeo Woo aboard is quite suspicious and weird. Like, why not let the father raising his own offspring? The way Yeo Woo react when he found the matchbox is also quite interesting. He was shocked and scared. It's actually easy for him to overpower future Haejun, since it's really easy to let your son guard down and strike him. However, it will become so tragic drama for our two main characters. If Yeon Woo is the culprit, in my opinion, the probability of him to be the culprit is around 60%. Honestly, did we have no other suspect? Nope, I currently realize that there is a suspect that nobody in the social media talk about. This detective. Why did I suspect him? First, Misu was pretty confident that the culprit won't get caught. How she was really confident about it, unless he is a part of the police officer. Second, Misu could casually enter the police station to do the fake report. And while everyone was asleep except for Dongshi, that one detective immediately woke up after Misu told she saw the culprit. Another thing is, what better way to frame your brother when the culprit is the police, which the culprit will agree to frame his brother in order to hide his own crime. Another thing that the next scene that make me suspicious of this detective is Hisop and Yoon went to the police station to meet with Dongshi. I didn't see this detective with them, but he suddenly appeared with torchlight, same as the culprit. The culprit also carried a torchlight. I mean, he could make up a story that Bong already called him for help. That's why he was there with the trio back. It also makes sense and evident why Junyoon didn't die on the night that she's supposed to die, because all the police officer was having a drink with Chairman Yoon under Haejun request. Please refer to episode 6. There even a words from Dongshi during that scene that indicate police could make up any charge. Although I didn't see him here on that scene, but there was a guy standing in front of the restaurant before entering the restaurant that have all the officers inside it. In episode 8, his colleague told him to take a matchbox in the restaurant, but he still didn't have it. This exchange is really suspicious. The same detective even fall into the drain. What if he purposely failed to discard evidence that he found at the crime scene near Junyoong's body? Why did I believe this? Because every other officer went to the other direction except for him. Why he chose to climb on the drain and eventually fall into it? I believe that even though he got a small screen time, but most of his screen time seems to be really suspicious. Honestly, if my guess is true that he is indeed the culprit, I'm going to praise the writer. Not because I got it right. I caught on into this small detail which end up to be extremely important. That's the reason why I picked him as the prime suspect, and the probability of him being the culprit is like around 80%. That's all for this video. Honestly, you need to rewatch this drama if you want to find like small detail. I found one small detail like Boomerang actually memorized Haejun's phone number, which he used it to call Haejun twice when he believed he in trouble. And even there is a small detail about relationship between Junyoon and Yusuf. You can watch my previous video, which I actually caught a detail where they show that Yusuf and Junyoon did have a relationship before it will reveal in this episode. And there is even a small detail about Chunga as Haejun's mother. By the way, Haejun and Chunga treat each other. Honestly, I really hope that my guess about the detective is the culprit is true, because I don't want to waste my tear for Beck's brother if Yusuf is the culprit. And I don't want our time travel world feel devastated if Yeo Woo is the killer. Another additional thing, I love the interaction between Yoon Yoon with her parent and Sune and Lee relationship. I wish that Yoon Yoon dream to see her parent live with full of love is becoming true. Okay, that's it. I should stop now. And dear watcher, please subscribe to boost my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.